on under the earth and then later becomes lava, it's going to be encased in rock when it does come out, which will protect it, and that won't be for who knows how many thousands of years. So it doesn't get trapped and sink because it's heavier than the surrounding materials.
How can we screw his campaign? Let me count the ways.
I'm not trying to screw the campaign, I'm just trying to screw the guy. More interestingly, we could...
I guess if we did... Hold on, I guess if we did bury it like that, I mean, we would be the only ones that know where it was, so Jack would still come after us.
Yeah, but it's not going to get a lot out of it.
I mean, what's worse he can do? Kill you?
Pretty much.
Well,
assuming he can get the drop on us and we don't kill him first.
There's also the pop. Well, keep in mind of what he does. He could try and use some sort of mind control on you.
Yeah, but even then you'd have to, assuming he didn't do it right after us. We've been walking through the wilderness. Well, it's 5 days back that way somewhere. This fun spending the rest of your life digging little random holes trying to find it.
The movie Holes. The hell. That was a dumb movie.
And the other thing is, with a couple magical items, I think we could get something up at enough velocity that it would be able to take the artifact with it out of the atmosphere.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Who are we waiting on?
I think everyone's here.
Roll call.
Yeah.
Bot. Yeah.
Alright, Tom, Zach.
Yep.
Alright, everyone's here. Alright, you've journeyed through the Dells. You're now heading south of Hollenbrook. Still a nice day. I'm not really going to worry about random encounters.
Because you don't want to do things with the road.
No, it's not that. It's that you guys are getting enough experience points anyways.
Yes. Oh dear God, yes we do.
No, we just need 20th level monk in general.
Actually, what we really need is we need a friendly dragon.
Why?
Find like a bronze dragon or something.
What could they do?
Protect it.
Guard it.
Eat it.
If a magical beast eats something that's immune to magic...
I think it'll cause some indigestion.
Fatal indigestion?
That's how I like to defeat all my enemies.
Magic. I mean,
a
dragon's got magical properties, but in the end, it's just a beast.
It's a magical beast. That's its type, isn't it? Magical beast?
I don't really think so.
Pretty sure it's just...
So what we really need is we need a... Checking, actually. I'm actually checking because there's a... that's chaotic neutral. It would actually probably work. We need is a great worm magma dragon.
Good luck trying to find one of those.
Of course, trying to find a way to derail the campaign that would require the GM to hand us a very specific creature is silly.
Totally gonna work. No, that's the most logical thing we came up with.
And next level, I'll just summon Planar Ally and have them take it to people more suited to dealing with, world-ending catastrophes.
I mean, it's
Or
either
not.
that or we. Oh, by the way, has anybody noticed that there's new a new supplicant, a new get core rulebook out now for Pathfinder?
No, I haven't.
A new what?
Oh, hold on a second. I'll be back. My mommy's calling.
Does anybody else have the suspicion that this item is actually like stupidly easy to destroy?
Nope.
No.
I wonder
How do you
if I
destroy
can.
the item that's immune to magic? You put it into an anti-magic field and then you step on it.
Hmm.
Why did the ancients never figure it out? Because they didn't do magic. They're the
Hmm.
science people.
I have a feeling if you put it in an anti-magic field and then step on it, you'd just be stepping on it. And it would just be fine underneath your foot.
Because maybe it's not actually immune to magic. Maybe it has extremely high spell resistance. But is actually a magical device in and of itself.
Maybe the anti-magic field only. Maybe it's only anti-magic on the outside. Maybe it's magical on the inside.
Right. Like an M&M.
Yes, like an M&M.
Oh man, you guys are
Dungeons and Dragons, the tinfoil hat edition.
putting way too much thought into this.
Yeah, I'm
We
kind
got
of
nothing else to do right now. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Might just
Waiting for what? Like, we're just traveling, right?
Yeah, you're just traveling. You're going to get down to Hollenbrook.
let's just get to Hollenbrook already and let something happen.
All right. Well, you get down to Hollenbrook. You can do some shopping, spend some of your money, stock up on some supplies.
I'm kind of saving up to buy something good.
Deposit it directly into my savings account.
Okay.
Because I took
Hi,
a money
guys.
order, I can't cash it.
We're back.
All right. So, you meet with the mayor and he asked if why not you guys know. You said yeah, that's why we're here.
Wait, are we in Corshold now?
No, you're in Hollenbrook.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing Corshold.
Well, it's on the way.
I know, but why are we talking to the mayor of Hollenbrook?
Because
Just to give an update.
we've done.
Hey, dude. If some else come through here, delay 'em.
Oh, and by the way, let's go talk. Let's say hi to.
Oh yeah, 'cause you actually know these people, don't you? You've been here before. I
Mhm.
haven't. Okay.
Neither
Yeah, so
has my character, so he's just kind of like, why are we doing this?
Me and Mott know the mayor of Holland, but by the way, we should say hi to Mary at some point.
Well, Mary's still up in the Dells.
Oh, then we say hi to her before we left the Dells. She went back to her prostitution business.
I'm sure she made some terrible comment about the voracious appetite of halflings and their strange proclivities. It'll be fun when she comes back.
If she comes back.
If
Yeah,
she comes back.
Have you heard from her?
Not lately, no.
No.
She never responded to the email I told you about the reminder.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you meet
Well, you might be our permanent cleric then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if that happens, it happens.
Yeah, if that happens, it happens. Or I could always just kill him again.
Yeah. I
Right.
do have a
Eh,
fun
if I
ninja
lose
waiting
this
in the
cleric, if I use
wings.
this character, I might play like an oracle or something, and you can go do something else. Because oracles are awesome.
Oh, I hate sorcerers and oracles because they do the level delayed casting. It just irritates the hell out of me.
Anyways, moving on.
So has he got any news for us?
Um,
Anything interesting happening with the Rose Town? Did they finish cleaning it up?
yeah, he informs you that yeah they did finish cleaning it up, and they're in the process of trying to get it resettled, but people are understandably a little bit apprehensive about moving into a place that had the water tainted and had pretty much its entire population killed. You know,
They offer free housing.
Hey, we saved a couple of them.
well, yeah, you saved 3 people, but still, I mean, people don't really like living in places where people have died, especially en masse.
Yeah, and an entire town is pretty mass.
Here's how you sell that. A, you offer people a free house when they move to the town. B, you emphasize the fact that you never know what you're going to find laying around. You know, there could be all sorts of great things there that nobody has gotten to. Have fun with it.
Yeah, all of a sudden they become people are there just to try and they become scavengers. Yeah.
Hey, it works in Fallout.
Fallout.
And you know, even if the whole population does end up getting poisoned again, it might not be you, and then you'll have all those other people that you can use to, you know, enhance your wealth.
I'm beginning to think Marcus missed his true calling. You would have made a good salesman. You
Really,
would.
because these sound like awful points to me.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he could. Think he could sell poison
I'm
to a
feeling
dying man.
anti-paladin. I'm feeling anti-paladin here.
Anti-paladin. Aw, that's cool. But yeah, Marcus is really skirting the edge of
Good.
what's acceptable.
Socially.
For his alignment and religion.
Yep, a little bit.
Anyways, moving right along.
Onward to waffles.
So you give the mayor an update on what's been going on since you guys left, and again he says, well, the house you guys stayed in previously is still available. If you guys want to use it for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
So you stay there overnight. Wake up fresh next morning, and if you conduct any business you want to, and then head off if you so desire.
Well, let's just head out. I don't see any reason to sit
Just
down.
head out. Alright, you're good to go.
Alright, before we get there, like, quite a while before we get there, I want to disguise myself.
Just out of curiosity, whatever became of Raven's hat of disguise?
Well, I already own my own hat of disguise.
Okay.
It doesn't
Hold
really
on, so
matter.
I should check the party loot. I should check my own equipment. I don't know. It's kind of vanish. I assume somebody has it. I don't think I sold it. No,
I don't remember what happened to it.
no, I never sold the hat of disguise. It's still in the party out inventory.
Huh.
In
Interesting.
fact, now I'm putting it in there.
So it's going to take you another week to get down to Course Hold.
So, Another week.
Another week. Alright, so it's pretty much, boring. You're in fact, you're surprised that you haven't run into anything at all since you guys set out, which seems highly unusual.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna
To
spend the
entertain-
entire time trying to think of ways to dispose of the artifact.
The entire time, I'm going to entertain myself by using my ghost sound cantrip to try to mess with the barbarian.
The entire time, me and Q are going to be discussing the ins and outs, the intricate political machinations of where Q comes from.
Okay.
So I guess I'll actually be casting a couple healing spells in there too.
And I'll be doing nothing because I'm not feeling creative. So
Well, wait a second here. Mott, are you going to be doing anything?
No, I don't think so.
I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes, singing AO. Creepers KO.
Is there a beer sold on this trip?
Is there any beer?
Dirty beer.
I don't know. Let me check.
It's the simple things in life. There's a halfling, I'm sure there is somewhere.
Don't ride and drive, kids. Don't ride and drink, kids.
There should be a reverse cure poison that makes pure water alcoholic. They call it the vodka machine.
I think that might be a transmutation spell.
I've actually played an MMO where this one class makes healing potions, and it's vodka. Yeah,
What
seriously.
MMO was this?
Make the pain go away.
Outlaws Online.
So
It's,
I think we need to probably play a game of Red Dragon, but oh well, at some point.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, it's not a role playing game. If you watch Lord Cat stream, they've been using this I was talking about earlier about a program called Vassal, which allows you to play board games online. And I think it only has a limit of four players. I think I haven't tried running it yet. But it's essentially kind of a screw your neighbor kind of game, where you're all sitting around a bar and you're trying to get each other so drunk that you pass out or fall unconscious or die or something like that.
Or die.
Or die.
Hi, buddy. Here, have another beer.
And so each messing with each other's drinks.
I'm going to say that we actually used up out of the party for a week 35 of those of the 160 trail rations.
The mountain is slightly reduced in size.
It's 120. It's 128 now.
So eventually you, after traveling on the road for a week, you guys are road weary. You're getting a little bit irritable at each other. You probably don't smell pleasant.
Don't care.
And if it gets that bad, I'll just do the create water randomly over people with no warning.
I'll just cast Drench on people with no warning as well.
Hey, would
If
you
I had
look at that?
prestidigitation, I'd keep that. Or I'd use that to keep myself clean, but I don't.
So you guys eventually reach the outskirts of Coursehold. Now, I did actually create a map for this.
Are they all dead?
Cool. I disguised myself to be something that isn't me.
Okay.
It's just
If you guys wanted
kind of
to
like
go
an average
to the
looking
Coursehold map and put yourselves. Oh, looks like Q's already here. What the hell? Q and Marlin are already here.
What
Yep.
map?
Yeah, just drive yourselves on the road up by Q.
Which
Okay,
which
hold on.
map?
On course
Course
hold.
Course hold. Okay.
Ah, who would
Oh,
build
I
a
need
wall
to.
in front of the road?
Yeah, I need to go grab my updated token. Just a second.
I didn't design them.
Am I on the map? I can't find my.
Only if you pasted yourself on the map.
Oh, okay. I haven't done that.
Copy.
Hmm.
Course hold. Okay, so where do I put myself?
Is everybody dead in this town too?
No. No, you put yourself up where everyone else. Up where.
Okay, I see him now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
there
this
it
so? Somebody's gonna meet a very grumpy dwarf.
Yeah, it looks like Red Dragon Inn is only a 4-player game. Which sucks because there's 6 of us.
Yeah, it does suck, but
I'm not much of a board game player.
Either am I. So.
Well,
Aside
Then
from
there were 4.
this.
so, maybe something cool to try out sometime.
Yeah.
I said I downloaded a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we're all here.
I need a horse. Just a second. Do I have a horse?
How do I make my horse? How do I ride my horse instead of the other way
Okay,
around?
okay. Right click on it and go to arrange. And then click on send to back.
Oh, okay.
Or you can click on yourself and click send front.
I'm different. Something just went wrong.
Yeah, I don't seem to have a horse.
didn't you have a horse?
I don't think he
No,
ever.
I-
Own a horse?
I don't think he ever had
No,
one.
he was riding Frederick's horse the whole time.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I didn't bring my horse into the forest because I didn't have a token for him. So
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll drop a token for you.
thanks. I'll make sure to save it.
Oh, that's all right. The process.
Huh.
Actually, that's what I need to do.
This one doesn't have
Let's see here. Size. Large. And visible players. There you go.
Thank you.
Actually, he looks kind of small.
He takes up 4 squares.
Well, he's a large creature, but still, compared to the other horses.
Yeah. Can I have ownership, please?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you.
No, that's wrong place. There we go. You now have ownership.
Thank you.
I wonder why I bought a heavy horse.
What are you looking for?
Hmm.
I am a little scared to wear it. Feel how thin it is. Or your hands.
Yes.
Okay, so you approached the main gates, and I didn't really
Isn't it?
Yeah.
bother really fleshing this out as much as I really should have. Just imagine there's a large gatehouse in the front.
I can see you through my
You see guards standing
And I
outside.
have my disguise up.
Okay, you have your disguise up, and they see there's several guards standing around this large city. So they're all standing there, and they say, "Aye, so what business do you have in Coalshold?"
Oh, great.
It's always that same voice.
Hey, I mean, how many voices do you?
No, it's cool. I can't do any voices at all.
So what?
Ah, you again.
Have we met before? I'm sorry, but look, What do you got? Okay, so.
We're also getting
Hmm.
sweet.
Yeah.
So what can I do for you guys today?
Well, first of all, you can become visible on the map.
I don't have any guards out. Sorry.
Really? Really? You're gonna
Yeah.
make?
Hold on. Let me
Yes,
work
in
on
this
some.
game, he's gonna make you use your imagination. No! Wait,
Bullshit.
sorry.
I don't have an imagination.
Here, look. There, you've got a hero token. That can be your guard.
Oops. All right, that works.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I mean, come on. There's actually some decent um, hero tokens. Some decent, like, what the hell is that?
Why are we here? We're meeting somebody, right? Or not meeting somebody, but
Yeah, you're supposed to be meeting
brain melting.
with the commander of the Oscars. His name is. I had thought of it earlier. Damn it.
We're here on important business to see the commander of the Oscards.
Okay. So you're here to see. So you're here to see Commander Mortash.
I
Ah. Did he send you a summons or something?
Yeah, something. And I produced the letter.
Well. Okay, he looks over the letter and says, it's got the official seal on it, and everything seems to be in order. Well, he's at the main keep right now. You're probably going to have a little trouble trying to get in there, of course. The Oscars are very, well, have you ever encountered the Oscars yourselves? They're not really prevalent in this area of the country.
They're not very that friendly. We found.
Well, yeah, they got a bug up their ass a lot of times, but they don't really seem to be, shall we say, overly friendly to magic users.
That explains it.
So, I don't know. Even though they do,
Considering that's most of our party.
they do. I mean, they employ magic users, but they're officially sanctioned. But I tell you what, I'm gonna write out this note here. And just like, yes, even though he's a guard, he is literate.
yay.
So I'm gonna write out this note here. You take it to the captain of the guard there at the keep. Give it to him. It should allow you to enter.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So wait a minute. Did I hear you guys talk about the Ostagar Order?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me talking in character here. I have not exactly been on friendly terms with them.
Don't seem to be on friendly terms with anyone.
Compared to the Ostagar Order, the dwarf and I are best buddies.
Really?
Yes.
What are you wanted by the Oscars?
No.
Oh, then you should get along swimmingly with them.
Artland, give him the hot.
Okay. And I give Zach the hat of disguise.
And I just
Third,
store it.
show him how to use the blasted thing.
I don't know what to do with that.
Well, it's like, I guess, use magic device.
Okay.
He'll be on the way.
Okay,
He
so
gets a bonus on disguise checks.
Yeah, it just gives a +10 bonus on disguise check.
Yeah.
okay, so I can use
and allows
disguise.
you basically cast
Disguise.
disguise self on
yeah.
yourself.
So you can disguise yourself as someone else, another elf.
Kind of like what I'm
Yeah.
doing right now, except I did it way back and not in front of a guard because I'm not stupid.
Well, I'm not gonna do it right now.
Okay, yeah.
I'll wait until.
Yeah.
I'll wait until we're inside.
Well, like I said, here's a letter. Give it to the captain of the guard there at the keep. And And hopefully I'll get you in. I'm not really making any guarantees.
Oh, we appreciate your help.
Now, have you guys ever been to Chorus Hold?
Yep.
No.
Nope.
No.
Alright. Well, whoever said yep, I hope you know your way around. I mean, this place is big. It's a big place. Most country bumpkins, don't really know how to navigate large cities. A lot of them get lost, and well, we don't have any fish them out of the ocean.
Honestly, this is where I do my best. I'll be fine.
All right, so he looks at you and says, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" No.
Nope.
All right, so he opens the gate and says, "Well, welcome to Corsold."
I thank you.
So basically, Corsold, if you zoom out, you can probably get how large this place is.
Surprisingly, it's not populated.
Well, you're really
That
expecting
would
me
have
to create.
exploded the map.
You're really expecting me to create an NPC for every single house.
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
I'm just gonna randomly choose, but
Tell you
that's,
what, you
that's
can
my
do that.
family's house.
You took the guard with you, Ironbite.
Yes, because the guard is mine.
like one thing I meant to do, but never got around to it, was create a docks down here, so tip and
So just
warehouses.
pretend it's there.
Yeah, just pretend there's docks and boats and ships down there.
Yes. Once we're outside of the guard, I use the disguise hat.
All right. So
Alright, this guy's check.
I make myself look like an elf ranger.
That works, but
You make yourself look exactly like Frederick.
If Frederick's an elf, I thought he was a human.
oh,
I was just thinking that would be hilarious.
Well, since Frederick isn't using his real face, I'll use his. Get killed by crime boss.
No.
we gotta do 1d20 plus 10 plus
Whatever
disguise
you're describing.
now, Frederick, you know of a particular inn, more like a brothel, really, that
that marriage here.
that you can stay at. The proprietor of the establishment knows you, and you can stay there if you so desire.
Yeah, I bet they know you.
Well, I'm trying to not be noticed, so going to somewhere where I just frequent is probably a bad idea.
Well, other than that, you do know of various inns, hotels, other places you can.
I'll just choose like an average one and just lead us there.
All right.
You can choose whichever building you want that to be.
Why is this place called the Inn of the Happy Ending?
Maybe
Yeah,
they stories?
I'm also gonna go ahead and say just because this house right here, that's my family's house.
All right. Let me go and create a label for that. You don't need to keep the arrow. You don't need to keep the arrow there.
But I can.
You can, but
Ooh, I want to help.
Me too.
Frederick's family looks up and says, "What's with all these arrows pointing at us?" God. Oh. All right, guys.
Hey, Frederick. Are your parents still alive?
Mother is.
Is she hot?
Fuck off.
So that keep, huh? Let's head towards it.
Sure, why not?
Alright, so
I'm more welcome at the keep than I am out here.
would
I'm
people
sure they'd love to keep you at the keep.
how
Actually,
okay
no,
how well known would they know you, Frederick?
I worked with the government a lot while capturing criminals. So
Okay,
like,
so there aren't you
actual government, they're fine with me.
okay. So
But the criminal overlords and everyone else, yeah, I'm not very popular.
all right, so you approach the castle wall there, and you find more guards outside.
I'm gonna bring Mod up.
All right, and you say, and one of them sides says, "What business do you have at the keep?"
Artist?
What was his name? What was the captain's name?
Uh,
It was an M something.
Moorcroft.
Warcroft.
Honestly,
We've got a note
I need to write that down.
for the captain of the guard.
Well,
I
the
did see
captain.
Captain Warcroft.
But we've been summoned to talk with the Osgard.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm writing something down. Commander Moorcroft. So now I won't forget. Because honestly, I think I gave him a different name before, but I just forgot. Okay, so what business do you have with Commander Moorcroft?
I don't know, he summoned us.
He summoned you?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that. You look like a straggly lot.
Is this a town guard or is this not?
This
Whatever
this is a castle guard.
Is there anyone else really around? Like
I'm going to hand
that would
him
know.
the letter of summons and the note from the
Yeah, we should just do that first.
All right, so you hand over the letter summons and the note
before big bad things happen.
and the note that the town guard really. Ah, so I see. This is the commander's seal right here. Yeah. He's at the main keep up ahead. So, he calls
He's
up.
got a different voice this time.
He calls over to one of the nearby presidents. Hey, I want you to escort these folks into the castle and take them to Moorcroft. Aye, sir. Well, I'll have it done. Just follow me, please. And
Oh, thank you.
he takes you in, and you guys go into the castle. And I don't have the interior drawn out of the castle, so just bear with me.
And nobody died.
Nobody died.
That doesn't sound like us.
Victory for some, a loss for others.
So I mean, you guys are overwhelmed at the opulence displayed within the keep itself.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, those of you who have never been here before or been to anything grand are overwhelmed.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Why is this disgusting? I really want to know, why is this disgusting?
Because it should be in my pouch.
My pouch?
Do I need to summon up Lucy again? I'll bring in Lucy. You can have a talk with her.
Summon Lucy.
That's the lightning elemental.
Oh. Okay, so it takes you quite, like a half an hour. Finally, you reach Moorcroft's office, and the private, knocks on the door, and you hear a voice from them say, "Yes, what is it?" There's some men out here to see you, sir. Well, send them in. So he walks in and he says, so, who are you and what can I do for you?
You summoned us.
I did.
You brought the milkshake to the yard?
He said,
I'll hand him the letter of summoning.
he looks at
Here you
like,
go.
oh, you're this group. Yes. The Heroes of Hollenbrook. Well, the Heroes, no, it was the Heroes of Keshen, wasn't it?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The heroes of the world.
The survivors, anyways.
So you're the group that came out to Hollenbrook, who investigated the Rose Town massacre.
Yep, that would be us.
That'd be them.
he says, he kind of looks at you. He's like, how many of you guys? Which one of you actually went to Rose Town? I have a feeling that not all of you know what I'm talking about.
Me and Mott.
Well, they shared the story with me, so.
Ah, I see. Yes, terrible bit of business that was. We've been investigating it, and unfortunately, by the time our agents got there, the water had, well, the drug had apparently worn off in the water supply, so we weren't able to procure any samples for study. So, we're at a loss. This Jack person is a person of great interest to us at this point.
I'd bet.
Now, seeing as how you are the only people who have, at least as far as my reports indicate, have had any sort of physical contact with this individual, what can you tell me about him? Can you describe him for me?
Oh, okay. Well, first I, describe what he looks like, he wears a mask, blah blah blah, and then I say, well, he's also insane.
Also insane.
Very insane.
Very insane.
Did you have to be insane to,
How
try to,
eloquent.
Very insane.
try to, take over the world via drug and poisoning? Also, as an aside, why are we letting Martland talk to somebody with authority?
Because he had the highest charisma?
I have a 17 in charisma.
Better than mine.
Because I'm eating a burrito.
Well, I think you've heard everyone's excuses.
I can't talk to him. I just can't.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Could, but.
Now, by the way, Frederick, when you entered the castle walls, did you drop your disguise?
Once the gates closed behind us, yeah, probably.
Okay, so you drop your disguise, and as you're walking through, you do see some of the guards there you recognize, and they recognize you, and you kind of, along the way, going to hear this happen before. They'll say, hello and how you doing, and what are you doing back in town, and basically small talk.
Yeah. And
very
generic answers.
Vague promises me for drinks that'll never be kept, that sort of thing. So that sort of stuff happens, and now back to the business hand. Insane. Well, I suppose that would be a reasonable explanation for any sane person to make in this.
Oh, and that's also an independent operation from certain other people that I've talked to.
Yes. By the way, when you we did send some of our men down into that cave system north of the town to try and uncover any further evidence from his laboratories. Unfortunately, it seems that the entire place was ransacked and put to the torch. We were not able to recover anything. Before you left there, were you able to recover anything?
Honestly, that was so many game sessions ago that I'm not.
Well, I mean, you recovered his journals and whatnot, in his books.
The journals and the book, but blah blah blah.
Do you choose to relay this information?
know, we kind of got his journals.
His journals and his formula books?
Mott, remind, did we get his, formula book?
Sure.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, because Raven did make his own antidote for the poison. And he needed it. He said, so,
Raven was awesome.
so he said, because Raven's often. Okay, and he commander says, do you still have these books with you?
No, we gave them to somebody who could translate them and track them.
Who did you give them to?
In this section. Blah, blah, blah. Words that mean to describe another person.
Huh?
I'm not being good person.
I can't hear anything over that crinkling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is that? Chips or?
Yeah. Sorry.
So he says, so he asked you, well, who did you leave him with?
Oh, left them with my uncle.
With your uncle?
You mean you don't know my uncle?
I haven't had the pleasure.
You don't know Lonnie Burt Oberbank?
Lonnie Burt Overbank. Lonnie Burt Overbank. The name doesn't ring a bell with me, unfortunately. I'm not that familiar with, I'm not that familiar with everyone who lives in this country. Why should, is there any particular reason why I should?
Well, he's got, he's kind of got the journal, so you should know.
Well, I know him now.
Oh,
You deaf.
he's my uncle, and he lives up in the Dells.
Hmm. Whereabouts in the Dells?
Blah blah blah.
Okay. I'll send some of my men up there to retrieve those books. There would be of great interest to the Ostakars.
Okay.
So,
Just gonna warn you for right now. You might have to pay.
I don't think that should be a problem.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
You might have just sent them up there to murder your family. Congratulations.
No, they're good. They wouldn't kill my family.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but my evil radar is dinging pretty hard on the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm
Hates
just trying my
magic,
best.
wants the alchemist's book for the recipe to pacify people in mass. Yeah,
I'm
no,
just trying my best not to glare at the guy.
no. Evil
Really,
radar
I
is dinging pretty hard.
they were hold on, I'm trying to think. I thought they were good. The Asgard.
They're officially sanctioned by the government, so...
They have to be good. Okay.
That screams evil to me, but
Oh, what do I care? I'm chaotic neutral.
So...
you, so you don't care about your family? Harsh.
Hope you want to attach to him.
I do.
Well, on the other hand, after this, you'll be able to carry a piece of them with you everywhere you go.
Well, here's the thing about my family. They're almost to a man magically inclined. I'm pretty sure they can take care of themselves.
That is
This group hates magic users. That just makes it so much easier for them.
So...
Anyway.
So he says, well, I appreciate this information. I'll be sure to relay it to my commanders in the field, and hopefully we'll have those books within about 2 or 3 weeks.
also the way he talks screams evil.
Just because somebody talks like they said, like one of the Brits, like one of the
In
officers.
fantasy worlds, that's exactly what it means.
Hey, fuck, I just died again.
But yeah.
Hey, Martlin,
Yes, what, Marcus?
you should talk about how beloved by the people your uncle is.
I don't see why that's relevant.
I don't either.
Just saying. He's a
Okay,
popular
he's
guy.
beloved by the people, so go easy on the. Wait, what? All right. So what did you really want?
Well, considering that you are pretty much at this point, the foremost experts on this Jack person, we have, however, been able to uncover some more information about his organization. Basically, we have been able to cover what the name of his organization is, and let's just say his operatives are widespread. We're trying to track them down, try and get some more information, but they're very elusive.
Let's see.
They're called the Brotherhood of Anar.
Anal.
Anar.
Okay. Doesn't ring a bell, by the way, but
No.
It's a little awkward when they slip on that little R.
I know.
What?
Anar. Think about that R.
Anar? Okay, what about it?
Think of it
Moving on.
as English. Think of it as English instead.
Oh, this is the brotherhood, the brotherhood of anal.
Well, they are assholes.
That sigh.
Oh, that reminds me. I still got to send that letter to the Dwarven King about your uncle.
You know, okay. Anyway, so the Brotherhood of Anar.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly are they doing?
Well, it seems that a lot of their operations are hell-bent on disrupting government.
Okay.
Where do we sign up?
Well, that's the reason why I brought you here, is because, like I said, you guys are the foremost experts that we have, not only on the Brotherhood of Anar, but also on Jack himself, since you're the only ones who actually encountered him.
He's an idiot. He's insane. He appears. He tries to be confident, but come on, a pair of farm boys from Hessian were able to disrupt his world-spanning plan just by walking around. I mean, how much of a threat is he?
Well,
That line of thought
well,
would end-
I'm sure he's quite competent when it comes to that sort of thinking, but even the best geniuses can't hope to compensate for every little variable that may occur. There's always what's known as the X factor,
Well, just call
and
us.
you are the X factor.
That's true.
If it weren't for you, there's no telling how far along his plans may have progressed. Wisdom 8. What's your intelligence?
my intelligence. I have a 13 intelligence. He's smart as fuck. He's just an idiot.
He's intelligent, just not very wise.
No.
Wisdom 12.
My intelligence and my wisdom is 12.
You know, he's very knowledgeable. He's just not good at making decisions.
Right.
I don't have anything below a 12.
Anyways, well,
However, as of right now, we don't really seem to have any further leads on him. But we'd like to employ your aid, make you sort of, shall we say, unofficial operatives for the order.
I heard employ. That means payment, doesn't it?
That is implied.
Okay.
Now, granted, since you will be operating in an unofficial capacity, you will not be officially members of the Oscar Order.
fine.
You'll be
I don't think I
operating.
can go along with that.
You will be operating directly under my command.
Okay.
No one else in the Order will know of your existence, nor of your role here, unless, of course,
If
it
we're
is.
captured, and if any one of us are captured, the Secretary will disavow our very existence. Yes, I've heard it all before. Now get to the money issue.
No, I'm not comfortable with this.
What's your problem, Sir Dwarf? I'm sorry, I
My
didn't get your
allegiance
name.
lies.
I did not get
My
your name.
allegiance lies with Cern Ray. I have no master above her.
Marcus will be making money. I'm sure
Money
she'll.
isn't everything, lad.
Well, I'm.
Money is more beer.
Well, when you put it that way. But here's something you should probably. I'm sorry. What was your name?
Marcus?
Marcus. Yes. One thing you should probably understand. I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to religion. But think of it this way. Which would you think your goddess would be more apt to oppose? You working for someone else? Or letting a madman potentially kill hundreds, if not thousands, of people?
Whether I'm looking you for, whether I'm looking for you or not, I'll still be after the madman.
Well then, our goals are the same. I don't really see what the problem is. I'll just be paying you for it. We'll trade information back and forth, and I'll send you, of course, on any missions that may be connected.
And why does it have to be a secret association?
Well, let's just say that if his operatives were to get wind of this, you would ordinarily find yourselves on his hit list very easily.
I'm fairly sure we're already on his hit list.
Well, when's the last time you encountered Jack?
Boys?
I forget. When was the last time?
I believe it was in the
It would have
Dormitory.
been. See here, it would have been. It would have been in the Dwarven Tomb, so that would have been probably almost a month ago.
Oh, about a month ago.
About a month ago. And you have not heard anything from him since. None of his operatives have shown up.
Well, to be fair, we don't really have much of a correspondence with him. I mean, I mean, we send out letters and everything, but
I mean, do you know what he's after? I mean, at all?
all we know is it involves the artifact that we helped protect that was coming from Courthold College.
Yes, that one. That seems to be a centerpiece. It has three oddly shaped slots on the top of it. We don't know what it goes to yet, but it seems to be, well, it seems to be a highly advanced piece of machinery, possibly left over from the Anari.
Okay.
Do you have any of the other artifacts that go to it?
Nope.
Nope.
Bluff check.
Marlon, you do it.
Wisdom 8!
I trust these guys, but I don't trust these guys. I know.
Do you have any of the other artifacts? Nope.
Wait. No. Even better. Wait, other artifacts? There's more than one? Maybe we should go around trying to collect them all.
I wonder.
Whoa, what, some screaming going on.
That sounds like an angry German kid.
That would be 3 women screaming in the background. Enjoy it.
Well,
yeah, sounds like.
I hope it's not at you.
Nope. It's actually like 3 rooms away too, so yeah. Through closed doors.
So these aren't people that
Wow,
you know. They're
feel that.
what? You live in an
Oh
apartment
no,
building?
no, yeah, they're my wife, her sister, and her mother.
Wow, that
Oh.
cannot be a good mix.
And I'm in here.
For good reason.
Hmm.
All right, so whoever said no, I think it was Marlin and someone else.
Nope.
Okay, so Marlin,
Just Marlin.
just Marlin, roll your bluff.
I don't have bluff. I have diplomacy.
Well, you're bluffing.
Uff.
So just
Hold
roll.
on a second. I need to look at something here. Bluff, bluff, bluff. I have a trait. Yes. Okay. Blah blah blah. All right. This guy would be considered the lawful authority, correct?
Yes, he would be considered a lawful authority.
Okay. Diplomacy and bluff are what? Charisma-based skills.
Yes, that's why we're having you do it.
Okay. This roll is actually my bluff roll. Okay, just so you guys know. This is and it's at a +3. 18.
All right, let me make mine.
Sense motive.
42. Oh.
Sense motive, I think it's perception. Is there a sense motive?
I'm pretty sure it's sense motive.
Pretty sure it's sense motive.
Yeah. What is this guy's sense? Oh. That's going.
That's not a good
Motive
noise.
wisdom.
Crap. What's sense motive?
Wisdom based.
Wisdom based?
Yep.
Yeah, crap. I think this guy has no modifiers in wisdom.
Right.
This is gonna be a
75%
straight. This is gonna be a straight up D20 roll.
I got. Come on, you gotta beat
Still
an
roll
8.
the.
Gotta beat the 18.
I got a 10% chance of being your roll.
Yes, you do. Come on, roll it.
No.
Right.
So
He is gullible.
so he buys that completely. He says, "Well, that's a shame. But if you ever do come into possession of any of these artifacts, would you mind handing them over to us? It'd be much safer in our possession than they would be in yours."
I disagree.
Wait,
Yeah.
you want to put them all together in the same place? You think that's a good idea?
I'm with
Shite.
the dwarf. I mean, I'd at least keep one, like, in a isolated location, like, I don't know, the ground, possibly, or maybe you should go find a magma dragon to guard it,
Oh,
or
magma dragon? Are you daft?
a little bit.
Clearly. Now, granted, of course, when I say much safer in our possession, we'd have several holdings throughout this area, especially more prevalent in the west. We could store one here. We store one uh, at our main fortress at Ostwind, and we could even store some more over at Baltimore.
Much safer to have them stored by people with different power bases. That way there's no risk of anybody ever wanting to use them.
You know what? I just realized something, guys. You know what? Don't you guys have one of the artifacts in your possession right now?
Well, yes, we do.
Well, why don't you go find a volcano and chuck it into there?
Why would we want to do that?
Well, because
Why wouldn't you?
then the artifact will either be A, destroyed, or B, inaccessible to anything.
Well, except for perhaps like a magma elemental or...
Oh, how are you going to find a magma elemental? It's not like you summon one up.
Well, the same way you would find a magma dragon, I suppose.
Oh, well, you know what? Then fight a magma dragon. I'm sure he'll be able to. A magma dragon would be oh so willing to just go. Okay, I'll keep it with you. Ooh. Actually, you know what? Find an intelligent devourer and stick it in there. Wait, that would probably try to go after your brain. Never mind.
needless to say, this artifact is of great archaeological interest. Destroying it it would destroy a tie to our history. Not much is really known of the war that occurred between the Anari and the Rikans.
All the more reason to destroy it.
Knowledge
Oh,
is
actually-
power, my friend. The more you know, the more you can be prepared.
Aye, and we see that knowledge did prepare our great ancestors in the Great War.
They were
Didn't
driven.
end up very well for them.
Well, let's be perfectly honest. Not a whole lot is known of what happened in at that time, so we can't really be sure of what drove them to go to war in the first place.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, then the only reason for one faction to try to gather up all the pieces is to try to reconstruct the artifact, which a madman is trying to construct to control or destroy the world. And so there's no good reason for any one faction to have hold of more than one piece. Not to mention that one infiltrator in one faction could betray all the pieces to said madman. It is sheer madness and foolishness to try to put all of them inside the hands of one group of people.
You speak very wise words there, Sir Dwarf. But at least if we have them all, we know where they are.
Right, which makes it more
Well,
likely
my
they'll be
wisdom is
used.
10, so I'm gonna ignore you.
What?
All you need to know is where one is, and then you know it's not being used.
Well, I suppose this is a subject for later debate.
Yes, yes, it is.
AKA, you
No,
just
I
go
wouldn't
on.
say it's a subject for any debate.
Because I am duty bound to seize these artifacts.
Interesting. I find myself similarly
Choice
duty bound to
word.
keep them from falling into one person's hand.
Then you would be
The fate
accused.
of the world itself.
Well, then you would be accused of high treason against the kingdom.
That's fine.
my
I'm
or-
sure the whole cult of Serenay and the Dwarven King, of whom I am personal friends, would appreciate that. And I'm sure the backlash would be far worse than my death, which would only be temporary.
How can? Never mind. I was about to say why it was temporary, but well,
I'm friends with the Dwarven King, for crying out loud.
there's no need to cause a diplomatic incident.
Yes, really, there really isn't. Here's what I propose. We'll go around. We'll work for you guys. You'll pay us, and if we find any of the artifacts of however many there might be, we'll turn them over to the Osprey.
I'll tell you right now, I will not agree to that.
Marcus, can I talk to you?
Lying.
I agree with the dwarf.
Marcus, come over here for a second.
I will not agree to that, even in appearances.
I'm just trying to.
Stubborn ass door. Love
Back
it.
I'm
around the corner.
in
Marcus,
his Marcus voice. I'm just trying to get a song on the album.
He reminds me of George Harrison so much.
Marcus, come here. Around the corner. I need to speak with you in private.
We're inside the hold. We're not actually where we are.
If you two need a moment to have a private conversation, please, by all means, step outside.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Okay. As the second he's going away. Okay, first off, is there any magical scrying going on around us?
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Can I use detect magic to try
You're
to see?
not outside with them, are you?
Oh, okay.
You know what? I
Are
will
you?
go ahead and spam detect magic. Any magical scrying?
You don't detect anything, no.
Okay, good. So I lean into Marcus. Marcus. The thing is, they don't know will hurt them. I don't think they know how many of the artifacts there are out in the world. Remember what
I understand that, but I cannot allow myself with this group. Not even falsely.
You're seriously gonna be hung up on lying, aren't you? Okay. So, I mean, this is a chance to not only screw with Jack a little bit, but...
Let me just nip this in the bud. You're not going to convince me.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Nope.
Are you
Nope.
considered lawful?
Oh, it's gonna be a fight.
Are you considered lawful authority?
Am I a lawful authority?
Yes.
I follow a lawful authority, but I wouldn't consider myself one.
Okay.
I'm an adventuring group. Also, I'm going to point out the diplomacy roles don't work on players.
Okay, never mind.
No social roles work on players.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Look, the thing is, even if we're not really working for the Oxguard, okay, the fact of the matter is they're going to try to take the artifacts away from us regardless. And while us having the artifacts in possession might be a bad thing, but at least they'll be in our possession. We can throw them a bone or something, but we'll have a good majority of the artifacts. How many were there again? 4?
There are 4 in total. You have 2.
Okay. Look, we've got the artifacts. We've put a spoke in Jack's wheel. We don't actually have to. There's one more artifact out there. They have 1, we have 2, and well, then there's the 4th. We don't actually have to find the 4th. We just have to keep the 2 that we got out of Jack's and the Oxguard's hands.
I know, we have no reason to need to ally with them.
So you don't want to get paid.
Not at that cost.
Okay, fine. That's what we'll do. We can do... Wait a second here. I don't trust these people anymore.
You're like, what? Fuck it, Marcus convinced me.
They've tried to use blackmail already. They've
He has
tried
so
to use
many
threat
good
of force.
points. He has so many good points. It's like, yeah, we don't fucking need these guys.
Right.
I'm rolling with
You
the
let me
high
do all
notes.
talking. Bad. Okay. Are we done talking amongst ourselves?
I think so.
Yeah, we can probably just head back in.
Alright, so I trust everything went well.
Yeah, it has.
So,
Marcus, would you like to say something to this gentleman?
I'm sorry, you're an asshole.
I think I've said about all that needs to be said.
Okay, then. We'll be going on our merry way. See you around.
Do you have a place where I could reach you?
Nope.
Kind of.
Send message through his uncle.
Well, we're kind of mobile at the moment.
I'm sure I could get one of my mages on retainer to send you a sending. That should work.
No, send messages through his uncle.
Yeah, I'd much rather if you sent it through my uncle, who knows another one of my many relatives who can probably send us a sending.
Very well.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for stopping by, and I tell you what, since you guys, went through all the trouble to come here, he throws several bags on the table, each one containing 100 gold pieces for each of you.
Oh yay, 100 gold pieces each. Because I needed more money. Actually,
You always need more money. It's impossible to not need more money.
And I would just like to remind you that that working for the Oscars can be very lucrative.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay, well you have fun with that.
I'm gonna leave the pouch he tossed towards me on the table.
I'm
okay.
a bounty hunter. I take when I can.
Okay.
So.
Yeah,
I
I'm
regarded
gonna
the money pouch carefully before deciding to take it.
Well, I take the money pouch and empty. I don't keep the pouch. I just empty it into my my
When we get outside, I'm gonna mention every single one of those gold pieces and the pouches stay in this town. Spend them, trade them, whatever. None of them are coming with us.
All right, I need to go buy. I actually need to go buy something. So.
Yeah, I need to go buy a little something too.
Wow,
And,
Marcus, you don't like these people, do you?
Not particularly.
Oh, wow.
He's got a lot of good points, and I was never gonna fucking trust him anyways. So.
actually, here's what I need
But
to know.
I can already see the
I didn't
spinning
really
of the-
expect you to trust them.
Okay.
They were doing all
Alright,
this
so
shit to sort of
I'm
set
gonna
us
go
up.
out. I'm gonna go out and buy some thieves' tools. Store thieves' tools cost 100 gold, meaning I spent all that gold already.
So,
I'm going to go out and I'm actually going
And
to
just
sell off
the
one of my
pouch.
wands because I
I
barely.
didn't take the pouch with me.
Anyways,
So.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sell off my wand of true strike that has 50 charges on there, so I get 375.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for that. But
You're
and then
welcome for the free gold. You're welcome.
yeah, I definitely like that. Blah 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 blah.
yeah,
And,
was that one of Raven's items?
No, that was one of mine.
Oh.
yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna
man.
go ahead and let's see. I add another. What is that? Another 375 to the 100 I just got, so I got 475. Let's go ahead and get. Wow, I didn't want to do that. Scrolls. I need a scroll of thingamabobbers.
What, are you typing a book?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm looking at Mott.
Oh well, I was reframing my statement.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I've got 475. I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself a third level scroll with that. Yes, a third level scroll will do very nicely.
Since I don't currently need anything, I'm wondering what Marcus will do if I just keep the 100 gold. Well,
That's
Just buy something anyways.
Right,
So
I'm
you
gonna
don't
go.
even need it.
anything. I'm frugal. Damn it.
you're a barbarian. You don't have very many material needs.
No.
I mean, you already have a kick-ass sword. You don't need a new one.
You know what he could do? He could go buy 100 gold pieces worth of prostitutes.
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna buy.
or take it to two different moneylenders, launder it from gold into silver, and then back into gold or something like that.
Oh,
Just so you're not got the same coins. Anything that could be used for a locate spell of any sort.
oh, I see what you
I'm
want.
gonna go ahead and get my scroll.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
that's how I roll.
Since he probably doesn't know where those are, would I know places where he could like exchange money for currency and stuff like that?
Yes, you probably would.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lead him to one of those so he can do that.
all right. So
Man,
how much?
I
Don't
have
forget to get rid of the
succeeded
pouch.
in making
wait,
you
hold on.
guys like
Guys,
super paranoid.
Yeah, I think it's a little over paranoid, but I'll do it. But how much do I lose by trading my money back and forth from silver back to gold?
Mm,
I'm sure there's a fee, right?
Yeah, there's a nominal fee of 5
By
gold.
the way, I still keep 100 gold pieces for my transaction, but it's not that the pouch was given. So yeah, everything's cool.
Alright, wow. Uh,
I'm going to buy 8 scrolls of air bubble. That's exactly 200 gold.
your
Mod,
air
I'll cover the 5 extra gold
bubble?
Got it.
for the exchange fee.
No, like air
Don't
bubble,
worry about
so you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Wow, you like being prepared, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You're like a Swiss Army knife of wizards, well, of sorcerers.
Sorcerer.
I looked over your item list. You got a shit ton of potions.
Yes, he does.
Oh yeah.
He was the one who
Sounds like-
Ironbite was
sounds
the one
like
who
me in
convinced me
Skyrim.
to get all that.
Oh, really?
I told him to start just spending some money, because if you got that much money and just start spending it, sky's the limit with that much money. So he's like, okay. Then when I looked over his character sheet, I was like, God damn, that's a lot of fucking potions.
That's kind of awesome, though.
Yes, it is. I have got a very specific scroll. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is until I whip it out and go, ah,
Whip out your scroll. That sounds like some weird innuendo.
just a little bit.
Can I ask a question about it?
Yeah, sure.
Will it require you to make a caster level check?
Nope.
Okay.
Because it's off of my spell list.
Right, but if it's still a higher level than you can cast.
No, it's actually it's a third level scroll spell. It's a third level spell. I can cast third level spells.
I have to be right back, quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I too will be right back. I have to walk the doggy.
Everything I hear about this group is bad.
Yeah, like I don't trust them at all. So.
Wow, wow, you guys are paranoid.
Paranoid,
Buddy, get out.
paired. You're only paranoid if you're wrong.
You're wrong.
True.
Uh-huh. You're only paranoid if you're wrong. If you're right, everybody looks at you like you're some kind of
Genius?
genius, yeah. Like the guy who spent like all of his town's money building a gigantic flood wall for his city and built it higher than anybody thought it needed to be and wider and all this crap. And then guess what happened? This big fucking tsunami, and guess whose town survived because he made them build this giant wall.
Or you have a mayor who insists that every single house comes equipped with an armored spacesuit in the event of a zombie apocalypse. And what happened? There was a zombie apocalypse, but everybody was okay.
What's this from?
The greatest webcomic of all time,
And I'm back. Sorry.
The Adventures of Dr. McNinja.
Welcome back.
Anyways, I will be right back. I gotta take out a whiny dog.
Okay. But yeah, man, that guy, he was just oozing all this evil.
Oh, this evil.
Yeah, as
All
soon
this
as we
evil.
actually get out of the keep, I'm going to,
Well,
I'll
technically,
probably
we
start.
left the key. Like
Well,
we
yes,
can't
but
shop
as soon as we
inside.
get back from shopping, and by the way, I've disposed of the funny pouch at the funny cannon.
Thank you.
Yes. And anyways, I'm going to sort of exposit on why exactly I don't like the cigar order.
Alright, so some
Do
role
tell.
playing, good.
Yeah, why not? That's what this game is about, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is, yeah. I kind of like to have a good mix of role playing and action, so this is our little role playing time.
Yes.
Oh, the wife baby will play once. We'll not get into that.
Large cat. I don't know how that would work. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Actually, I think there's something for that. Like, there's. Let me hold on.
Really makes me wish I had detect evil.
Yeah, I bet that'd be kind of. I bet that'd be useful.
Yeah, I would have looked right at him and cast it.
Well, if you had chosen to become a paladin instead, there would have been a problem. Let me just flip my switch.
Ping. Ah! It burns, I'm stunned. That guy's really evil.
Would you have been then obligated to kill him?
Not necessarily, but I probably would have anyways.
Well, I mean, you know, just because someone's evil doesn't necessarily mean they're bad.
Um,
It just means they
sure.
don't really follow the same code of conduct you do.
Actually, I would say it more like just because somebody's evil doesn't mean they've done something that warrants death. Because they're still evil with everything that brings, but there are, oh, I ripped this lady off and got some extra silver evil, and there are,
I committed mass
I'm trying to
genocide.
send all your yeah, exactly. Kind of depends on the world ethos and the particular god you follow. It's one of those things that really has to be comfortable between the player and the DM, and so generally I tend to avoid paladins because of it. It could be great if everybody's in sync, but awful if they're not.
I haven't actually decided religion for my sorcerer. I mean, it's not that important, but
Oh,
a bit of detail.
religion is quite important. Let me tell you a little bit about Sunray.
Sure, go ahead.
Sunray is the dawn flower, the healing flame, the everlight. Sunray believes in redeeming those who can be, destroying those who can't.
Alright, I'm back.
How very idealistic. It almost
Yes.
sounds like an elf deity.
Oh,
By the way,
well.
what are you guys?
It's often followed by farmers, healers, so I could see how you'd think it'd be an elf thing.
Okay, so, has everyone gotten together after shopping yet? Or is there still shopping going on?
Well, you can do the shopping on. You can just do the shopping on the side, while you talk.
Okay. Alright. So, let's leave this damn keep.
To the end!
Let's hear your story.
Yeah. Okay. This is assuming everyone's already here and just moving their tokens. Yes. Come to think of it, I don't think the horse would be in that. Okay, sorry. Anyways. When I first developed my talent as a sorcerer, the Ossigar Order began to harass me over it. Comes with being born in Ostwin. The harassment got so bad that my family suffered so. Even sympathetic elves to our cause shunned us. So that's so it got to the point where I just bought up as much as I could afford and left for adventure. It was better than staying in that dreadful place.
Oh, I knew it had to be something like that. What kind of group doesn't like magic? It's like saying you don't like air or food.
Exactly. I mean, if they could understand magic the way I do, and they have mages, so I don't quite understand why they're so prejudiced against magic.
Oh, here's a secret, lad. Many people use supposed biases like magic just as a way to force their beliefs, to create a group that everybody rails against. You'll find that they often use members of the race they ostracize. It's just a way of taking and using power.
I suppose that's what it boils down to. Power. And for that, dwarf, you have gained my respect. You see these cretins for what they are. So,
Damn tree lovers.
And you're in.
and I just shut up.
And it's gone.
And the respect's gone. Oh,
Nip that one in the bud. That's the bullet there.
no character development for you. Alright, so Frederick and... Hey, by the way, Mott, you alive?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Okay, good.
Oh, good. I was worried. I was worried I would have to repeat that. No, I probably wouldn't have to. I mean, it's in the recording, so.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah. Alright,
I
so.
don't know about you, but I suddenly feel an urge to drink.
To the bar!
And I decide to join the rest at the bar.
I
Yay.
lead them to a bar.
I will find myself a restaurant.
Oh, I want the bar with the strongest alcohol you know.
I'll lead them to that. And green sky.
Alright. Well,
Oh, you did an even better job than the last time. I saw you do it, and I can't even recognize you.
like, who are you?
Today I'm going to baptize Zacchaeus in the way of my forefathers. With the greatest hangover I can muster.
Sure, why the hell not?
Oh, are we going to have drinking games again?
Oh,
I don't know, are we?
I don't know. Martland wins though.
I have an
Sure.
iron liver now.
Hey, Zach, what's your character's constitution modifier?
1.
1. That means you can have 3 drinks without risk of intoxication. After that, you start rolling to see whether or not you pass out. And each time you complete a successful fortitude check, the DC increases.
Oh dear, so maybe I'll just... Oh.
You're a light drinker.
You gotta do this. I'm not gonna do it, but Frederick doesn't drink, so.
And be careful, because when you pass out, that means things can happen to you. That's what happened to my character, and now he's bald.
Oh, okay, that
I
reminds me.
suppose I'll just after 2 drinks, I'm like, okay, no, I am just not going for this. I'm just going to stumble over to something.
Oh, no, you gotta keep drinking till you're unconscious. You have to drink through the pain.
Through the pain. Until the pain disappears behind the haze of alcohol.
Come on, man.
I
You
mutter
gotta do it.
an insult in Draconic to the dwarf and just stumble towards the door.
Alright. Okay, so
Says the guy who doesn't drink.
Okay, so you go to your room.
Yes.
Alright.
Assuming I can find it.
Assuming you can find it. Well, you're able to find it. Anyone else drinking?
Heck yeah.
Alright.
Marlon just 2 good meals at the end.
Alright, what about Frederick?
Frederick doesn't drink.
Frederick doesn't drink.
Oh, you know what? This is what I want. I'm not sure if you can actually get this in here, Brett, but let's see. There we go. We got call, and there we go.
Dragon punch.
Really? Really?
What?
Halflings who drink 4 cups of Dragon Punch whiskey in the space of an hour take a -4 penalty to dexterity, but gains a +4 alchemy bonus on saves against fear for the next 10 minutes.
Note, non-halflings do not receive... Well, according to legend... Alright,
Remind me to get the Halflings of Glorion companion at some point.
oh, wow, I didn't realize they had this stuff in here. Yeah, you're able to find someone you're able to find it. You're going to be paying for it.
It only costs 10 gold pieces.
Okay, 10 gold. There you go.
No, I'm not going to actually get it. I'm going to just drink. Oh, why not? I'll have some.
Old law.
Dwarven stouts.
Bamboozle.
Must have been a monk.
This potent drink featuring rum, wine, ale, eggs.
Sugar and spices. Rum boozles served warm, finer taverns around the inner city.
Wow.
Eggs.
Food, drink, mead,
Hey,
caffeine,
with the most ridiculous name ever.
grog,
Woo.
dwarven stouts.
Very alcoholic eggnog? Rum boozle eggnog?
Characterized by a slightly burnt flavor and with a foamy head. Wow.
Now we're just going into weird places here.
Caden Brew.
I'll
Wow,
just-
I didn't.
Why
Wow,
am I
that's.
so tired?
I don't.
I don't. I'll just have a couple of mugs of ale.
Okay, so
Go
you.
with
The role playing is wearing you out.
four. Let's see. 4 silver copper pieces. I'll do 3. So 12. So one silver piece and 2 copper pieces. 2. Oh, good. 0 now. And now we're down to 8 copper pieces. Plus 3. So do. 1. I think we'll 1.
Shit.
Alright. I have drank 4 mugs of ale with my meal. Alright, anyway.
So, is that all you're planning on drinking tonight?
Yep, that's all I'm planning on drinking.
Alright, so you go to bed with a good with a good buzz going.
A good buzz and a good stomach, because, well, I just had 2 good meals.
So what do you say? Good night, everyone, and head up to your room.
Pretty much.
All right. So what's everyone else doing?
Hot? Are you doing anything
I
weird?
don't really want to wander the city too much, you know. Because so I'll probably just go to my room and wait.
Hey, Mott,
Hmm.
what are you doing?
Just drinking, I think.
Would you drag me up to the room when I pass out?
Sure.
Thanks.
I don't pass out before you.
Alright. Whoever passes out first drags the other one up.
All right. So what's let's see your mod. You have a pretty good con modifier, don't you?
He's pretty good. Let me see here.
You should rage while you're drinking.
I got a plus 3. If I'm raging,
I'm
then-
sorry. I don't think the bar would survive.
We don't want
Hey,
an angry drunk Mott.
What was that board game you were talking about?
What's that?
Red Dragon Inn,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I could just see him raging and just storming the back room of the bar and just drinking them by the kegs.
I didn't see him knocking a support pillar on the way back and collapsing the top half of the inn.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Oh, wait.
Mott
Everyone
want
dies.
more
Inn falls,
booze.
everyone dies. Except Mott. He just
And the
Kool-Aid
game
Man throws at
ends.
the wall.
Yeah. Oh.
24D1.
You really have a bathroom.
Did someone drop out of Skype?
Huh?
No?
Oh, so.
Avengers Assemble. No, looks like everybody's here.
Okay, I just heard a call drop and then reconnect.
I'm back.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought someone dropped off.
I said, roof falls, everyone dies.
Yeah.
And then, you got that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. And then I immediately disconnected after that. Roof fell, everyone died.
Nothing to do
Yeah.
here. Fly away. All right. So, what are we doing for the number of drinks?
Well, okay, so Mont decided to have,
That was kind of a joke.
oh, 20, wait a minute, 24D1? I don't,
Yeah, exactly.
that doesn't work. Yeah, yeah. You're going to always roll 1. What the hell?
That's exactly the point.
I didn't catch that immediately.
Roll 1d100. That's how much damage your liver takes.
Okay, so both of you are drinking. Which one of you has a better con modifier?
Con modifier or fortitude save?
Well, let's start with con modifier first before we start worrying about fortitude saves.
My con is 14.
Okay, so it means you have a +2. Mott?
I got a +3.
Yeah, +3. So, okay, so Marcus, you're gonna start making fortitude saves to avoid for passing out.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and have 1. You make it. You take it. Okay. You gonna take another drink?
Heck yeah.
Okay, you take another. Okay, take another fortitude save, and you pass out.
Excellent.
Lightweight.
However, Mott, I need you to also make a fortitude save, at least one fortitude save, and you make it.
Only hope.
All right, so
It was worth it.
Mott, do you want to keep drinking?
Oh, sure, I'll have one more.
All right, drink one more drink, and you make it.
Alright. Well, I really think 2 beers is not a lot.
Well,
Actually, that was 5.
yeah, you've had
Oh, that's 5?
Yeah.
5
Well,
or 6.
Let me drag Marcus upstairs before I...
Alright, so you drag Marcus upstairs.
I'll kill you, bastard.
Alright. You would think dwarves would have a racial bonus to alcohol or something.
Yeah, you really did.
So you
Get
planning
Or
on
at
going?
least they get to take 10 on all their alcohol-related fort saves.
So you planning on going back downstairs and drinking some more, or?
It's tempting. But no, I guess I'll call it a night.
Alright, so you guys go to sleep. Now, what kind of sleep arrangements you guys make? Are you each in separate rooms?
Preferably.
Yes.
Okay, you're each in separate rooms.
Not if I'm unconscious.
Well,
I'm in whatever room I got thrown in.
well, you're in whatever room you had arranged for before you passed out.
I forgot I have a date tonight.
Wait, are you talking about as Mod or as yourself?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay, so.
All the things I could do with wheel saves.
Alright, so,
Just saying.
Frederick.
Yes.
You here, give me a perception check. Okay. Since you're asleep, that's a -10, so you only have a 5. So you don't notice that you have had a bag slipped over your head and that you were being carried out of your room and out of the hotel.
Fantastic. How do they even know I'm... Oh, fucking... That's what you get for trusting guards. That's what you get. That's what you fucking
Yep.
get.
That's what you
You
get.
get a bag over your head and a knife over your throat.
So
Ugh.
after
Have a good night. I'll see you in the morning.
they throw you in a back of a wagon and you feel it, you feel being jostled around, and You feel it take several turns, going over a few bridges and stuff like that, and finally it stops. Yeah, it feels like it's been you've been traveling for a good while, probably about half an hour, 45 minutes.
Third time you split the party.
You feel yourself being carried into another room, sat into a chair, tied down, and the bag on your head is lifted.
And you see?
You see a man standing in front of you. You recognize this man.
Who is he?
He is the oh crap! I had thought of a name for this guy last night and I forgot. I need to start writing this shit down. Where's my pen?
Oh, who's the head of the mockers?
Huh? Well,
The
I mean,
mockers? Nobody?
I didn't get it.
Get it?
Okay.
So, there it is. Here's my sheets. So, essentially, you recognize this man. He is, of course, the one that you had come to, shall we say, disagreements with in terms of the underworld.
Okay, I pissed him off.
Yeah, this is one of the men you pissed him. He is
Let's assume like I got his brother caught and put in jail or something.
I mean, he's a half orc. His
Oh,
name.
it's just a half orc? Please. These guys go down easier than...
Well,
And Raven of dual damage.
Yeah.
his name is Garth One Tooth. Like,
His brother was named Garth Two Tooth. That's who's in jail
Three
now.
the reason why he's called Garth One Tooth is because he only has one tusk. The other one broke off at some point. So he looks down and he says, Frederick. I thought I told you never come back to Corshold.
I had some business I needed to attend to. Can't keep away forever. It's my home, you know?
What am I going to do with you?
I don't know.
I suppose I could just kill you, but that would be too easy. Besides, I have an arrangement with a third party. That kind of makes things a little bit more difficult. And one of his men kind of walks up to you and punches you in the face.
Ow.
However, that does not mean I can't make your stay here unpleasant. No,
yeah, I kind of guessed that.
No,
you
guy
don't tie someone to a chair and make their stay.
basically they start beating on you.
Ow.
And then after a while, he comes up to you, yanks your head back, and says, "Now I want you to listen. I want you to listen good. I don't want you here.
I can't hear you very well. My ears are filled with blood.
I don't want you here. I don't want your friends here meddling in affairs. There's big things going on in this city right now, and I don't want you interfering. You got that? So tomorrow morning, I want you and your
big
friends.
things from criminals? Of course we're gonna interfere.
So tomorrow morning, you and your friends are going to leave. Don't. Well, things are going to get unpleasant for you. For you, your friends, maybe even your family. Do I make myself clear?
Kinda.
You're always the wise ass.
Unpleasant is very descriptive.
So get this.
I mean, come on, being tickled with a feather is considered unpleasant.
So he turns to one of his men and says, get this asshole out of my sight." He put the bag on your head, throw you back in the cart.
I'm just gonna cackle as they get dragged out.
So they throw you back into the wagon.
I think we're gonna notice that he's got bruises all over his face.
I'm not gonna hide it.
So they put you back in the wagon. It drives off, and about 10 minutes later, the wagon stops. They let you out, sit you down, take off your hood, and then they quickly get into the wagon and leave. You are not back at the inn. They left you in the middle of the streets. You have to find your way back.
Well, I know this city relatively well,
Okay.
so I go back.
Okay, you start.
Into my city.
Okay, so you start wandering through the streets and give me a perception check.
AFK just 1
Hey.
second.
Rolling like shit today, aren't I?
Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this one to you just for the story's sake. You see a robed figure dart down an alleyway. It looks like he's wearing a mask.
Oh no! No! No!
I sigh and continue walking towards the end. Although, different end. I'm going to, you know that one brothel inn you were talking about?
Yeah.
That one.
Alright. Alright, so you go to that one and you find your way there and you stumble through the front door and you hear one of the girls behind the counter saying, "Oh my god, it's Frederick!"
All the girls standing.
Mm.
Oh.
One.
Again.
Sounds like I missed something good.
Oh my god, that was awful.
So one of them turns to another girl and says, "Hurry, go get Amanda." The other girl runs off, and the one comes to you and helps you up and sits you down and says, "Oh my god, what happened to you?"
The usual.
Was it Garth?
Yeah, of course it was Garth. I mean, there's only like 6 or 7 other people who would do this to me, but good guess.
You should have known better than coming back.
I had some very important business to attend to.
Okay, you see another woman come walking, kind of rushing down the stairs. She's the proprietor of this establishment. She says, "Frederick, what trouble have you gotten yourself into this time?"
Really?
Frederick's family is huge. He has 2 sisters and 3 brothers. Yeah,
And
it's
one of
his...
your sisters works as a prostitute.
No, works as the matron of the brothel.
Oh, so she's the madam.
Yeah. Basically.
Well, it's interesting you mention that now because I didn't know that.
Is
What, were you gonna force me into a romantic relationship?
No, just someone you knew and worked with for information.
is she cute?
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I told you he had a huge family.
All right. That works. That works for
He doesn't
me.
have to be my sister, but like his sister, but whatever.
That works. That works.
Someone he trusts. Same reason he wants to stay away from the ending when he first came in. But what? It's not that big of a deal, is it? Like,
No. It works. It works. So she's like, "What are you doing back here? You know, Mom and Dad have been terribly worried about you."
Dad's dead.
Huh? Oh, your dad's dead. I'm sorry. So it's just your mother.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Mom's been terribly worried about you.
I'm guessing Garth interrupted my letters then. I'm totally fucking with you at this point, by the way.
About what?
What?
About what?
I'm just gonna be making up shit.
Yeah.
No, he's been sending letters to his family, but I'm guessing Garth interrupted him.
Well, no, I mean, she's received them, but, right. So what happened? Did Garth picked you up, didn't he?
Yep. Something like that.
things just haven't been the same since he ran you out of town.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time at home anyways. Spent more time on the streets than I did at home.
You know, there's been a lot of strange things happening in the city lately.
Like,
Well, just most people don't really bother to notice these sort of things, but my girls, you know, they notice things other people dismiss.
yeah, continue.
Well, it seems like a lot of folks have been, you know, disappearing lately. No real explanation as to why. The guards haven't been able to turn up anything.
Maybe me and my friends could look into that while we're here.
So, you know, I'll make sure your rooms are tended to, and we'll get you a nice bed to sleep in. So, you know, we'll have to catch up in the morning.
Not much to catch up on. Kind of just been roaming around, taking up bounty jobs whenever I found one.
So, alright, so that's about that. So he stays there for the night.
I had a feeling that, you know, masked guy looking at me might as well not lead him to the artifacts, right? Huh?
I was actually expecting you to follow him, but
That sounds like a terrible idea. I'm completely unarmed. I don't have... I'm completely unarmed. Why would I follow him?
oh yeah, well that's right, because you don't know. Wait a minute, yeah, that's right. You don't know what any of these people look like. That's right.
I've heard a description of Jack.
Well, it wasn't. Well, it's not just Jack. It's the people who work for him and what they wear.
So that's kind of
Mr. S.
That's what was it? Anar,
The
Brotherhood of Anar.
Yeah, Brotherhood of Anar.
All right, so in the morning, I suppose I just wake up, put a disguise on, and head back to the inn that they're staying in.
Which also helps to, you know, cover up your bruises.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna hide it. Like, whoopty, they know I had shit. They knew I had people like this after me. Like, yeah, got captured, got beat the shit out of. They want us to leave, but we're not gonna leave.
so, yeah. Well, you head back to the inn, and yeah, everyone else is up and wondering where the hell you've been.
All right. You're sleeping in the same room as me from now on.
The one that can actually pass the perception checks.
Damn it. No more getting drunk.
So, Frederick, what happened? Did you get used? Yeah.
Let's see. Garth One Tooth captured me during the night, brought me somewhere that I don't know, and then proceeded to beat the shit out of me and drop me out in the middle of the street. I went to my sister's inn and stayed there for the night. There you go. That's what happened. Also, apparently there's some mysterious shit going down in the city, and I was thinking we could probably look into it. Maybe.
Works for me. Let me go have my first breakfast of the day.
Alright. You've been so worried you haven't been able to eat.
Yeah. Worried.
Hey, do you guys want to start a mass panic?
No.
I thought it'd be funny.
What?
I might say some lies.
What is the... Oh man, the alignment of this party.
What is your alignment, Marcus?
Chaotic hilarious.
Someone just dropped out again.
Probably Zach.
Yeah.
My alignment is between me and my god,
Zach, you there?
and it's neutral good. Just
Is-
But you know, we don't want this turning into another one of the Rose Towns.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Hello?
yeah.
Welcome back.
You feel alone.
I'm just kind of. And.
What is going on?
Are you back online, Zach?
Testing, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yep.
I think it has to do with my end because of me streaming. My connection is, according to the call, is not that great right now. There it goes again. Because on my end, my little bar at the bottom that gives me my call quality, most of the time it's yellow, but sometimes it dips.
Hello?
Yeah, sometimes it dips down to red. So
Anyways, okay, now
not
here's
whole.
where I throw in a question. Do we want to keep on going,
And there it
or
goes
do we want,
again.
or do we want to bookmark it, guys?
It's pretty late. I mean, we could probably stop for the night if you guys want to.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
Now would probably be a good time to call it a night.
Okay.
And Zach is having problems connecting.
Yep. Okay, guys.
Um.
So yeah, that'll be good.
Um. So I'm gonna save it here. I'll work up your experience points from the battles you had in the woods.
And maybe me and you could talk more about my family so you're not blindsided by shit.
Well, yeah, or just shoot me an email.
Yeah, I'll shoot you an email with a bunch of information.
Now,
Or a Skype message.
yeah.
Either way.
Now, if any of you guys want to, we can probably try running something on Vassal if any of you guys are for it.
I'm trying that one game you're talking about on their modules page, but I can't find it.
The title of it starts with a T, The Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, okay. That explains why I can't find it.
Yeah, you would have to do that. I don't know if we all need to have it in order to run it, or just one of us.
Yeah, you can't run anything without.
All right, guys. Anyways,
I'm gonna shut down the server.
all right. I'm telling Zach to do that, but we're not cutting now because then it's just late. Anyways, guys, I will talk to y'all later. I actually have World's Largest Adventure.
Alright.
This week I do have the dark match. So yeah.
Okay. Alright, so next week you have dark match, okay?
Anyways, I will see y'all later.
Alright.
Alrighty.
So
Cool beans.
let me see here, where's my broadcast?